Sounds like you're having fun. I've noticed recently that there are a lot of old married folks here. One of our friends just celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary. I can't imagine that. Well, I've been married 55 years, and I think that's pretty good. But wait, not to the same man. No, I had to try out a different one. I'll tell you how it began. We were a nice little family. We were having dinner, and my oldest son, who was about 8 at the time, looked across to me and said, "Mom, when I get married, I want to marry someone just like you." Oh, my heart was just warm and fuzzy. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw my husband going. Well, I didn't let him know I saw that. And I stuck around. But golly, till death do us part sure was taking a long time. I pretty much stayed around 10 years just to piss him off, I think. So, when I was single, life was a lot easier. I really enjoyed it. And I was at a singles group that I had joined, and one night, this guy asked what I did. I used to be a medical technologist, but I had recently become a very successful Tupperware manager. And so I told him why I'm a Tupperware manager. And he said the most remarkable thing, hit me like a brick. He said, "Gee, when my wife left me, she took all the Tupperware." You may be thinking I'm looking for men now, but no, this was a whole new market for me. I could be talking to men all the time, and they'd buy a lot. So I could sell Tupperware and have a whole new market. Well, I talked him into having a Tupperware party for guys only. Yes, I told him I would do good demonstrations for guy-type things, hunting, fishing, taking your lunch, whatever. And so he did, and he invited this guy by the name of Barb Hofmeister. Ron came because he wanted a lettuce crisper. Yep. And I told him more than that. And then he decided he wanted me, and then I had to take all that Tupperware back when we got together. I already had a lot. Anyway, when we got married, you'll never believe what happened. My ex sent us a beautiful gift basket with 8 bottles of lovely wine. Do you think he was glad to get rid of me? Anyway, we'd only been married 4 years when Ron retired. I don't know if you remember retirement, with too much husband, too much wife, you know, the adjustment, getting used to having him or her around all the time. There is an adjustment. Well, we made it even more difficult, because 2 weeks after Ron retired, on March 17th in 1989, we sold everything we owned and moved into a 24-foot Class C motorhome. Now, do you know how little that is? We rolled out of bed and about that much distance to the toilet. Honest to God. At the end of the bed was the kitchen counter, sink and stove. There was an extra chair and the driver's seat and passenger seat, of course, and a little dinette. That was it. Do you think there's much room to have an argument in that size motorhome? But we got along fine, so I don't know what my ex-husband's problem was. Anyway, we had been on the road 3.5 years traveling in that little motorhome when we bought a bigger one. We bought a 34-foot motorhome, and I joked that we could finally have a good argument. Yep. Because there was a bedroom door that could be slammed, and there was a couch in the living room. So we had it made. And we stayed on the road for 14 years before we settled here in Mountainbrook. And now there's another problem. Yeah, there are too many eating and drinking events in Mountainbrook Village for my lack of willpower. Well, I've only gained a couple pounds each year. You add it up, you know. But that's okay. We're having fun. We just don't go to movies anymore, though. Because that's another part of aging. I have to pee all the time. Can you sit through a 2-hour movie without going jittery, you know, knowing you got to get up and go, make a beeline as soon as the movie's over? No. So we watch movies at home, comfortably with closed captioning, and I can pause for a pee break anytime I want. The other part about aging, my hair's thinner, I forget more, and I'm amazed that I can remember what I'm supposed to tell you, but I think I do. One problem I have, I hate bras. Are there any women out there that hate bras? I mean, I can't see your hand. Yes. I want to propose this to the guy. I know you like boobs, but if you had to have them, you wouldn't like them. I want you, next time you go golfing, to put a bra on and put a nice big grapefruit in each cup. And I want to see how you swing that golf ball. These things get in the way. And right now, at this part of my life, I'm tired of them. I'm not going to have any more children. We've lost interest in sex. Nobody plays with them. I told my husband I want to have a boob job. Well, he thought I meant bigger boobs. That's all men think of, bigger boobs. And I said, no. I want littler boobs. I'm tired of playing cards and having my boobs practically resting on the table. I used to, in the 60s, I threw out my bra. I hope some of you were in that generation. Freedom, at last. And I used to have perky boobs. Now they're a little droopy. That's another part of old age. But I have this greatest idea ever. And I want you to tell me what you think about it. All right. I think I'll even propose it to the guys at Shark Tank. Oh, there's a girl on there too. That's okay. She'll like it. All right. He doesn't want me to have surgery to get littler boobs, so I want to go braless again here, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to pierce my nipples. Just wait, and hang a chain from one to the other. And next time I'm getting dressed to go out, I just put that chain over my neck.